Take a slow, gentle breath in and let it flow out easily. There is nothing you need to do right now. Nothing you need to fix. Nothing you need to become. This moment is already enough. If you haven't yet, allow your body to settle. Lie down in a way that feels natural to you. Let your spine rest. Let your shoulders soften. Let your hands fall wherever they feel most comfortable. When you're ready, gently close your eyes. You don't need to fall asleep. You don't need to try to relax. Simply allow yourself to be here, listening, resting. This time is set aside just for you, a quiet space where nothing is required of you, a space where your nervous system can finally exhale. Notice the surface beneath your body, the steady support holding you up without effort, the way gravity gently cradles you, reminding you that you are safe, that you are held. There is nowhere else you need to go tonight, no expectations waiting for you, no unfinished conversations that need answers right now. Everything that mattered today can wait. Everything that didn't can drift away. As you listen to the sound of my voice, allow it to move through you slowly, like warm air flowing through an open room. You don't need to follow every word. You don't need to remember anything. Your mind can wander, and when it does, that's perfectly okay. Each sound, each pause, is designed to guide you deeper into rest. If thoughts arise, acknowledge them gently and imagine placing them on a leaf, floating down a calm stream, moving farther and farther away. There is no urgency here. Time itself seems to soften. Feel your breathing as it naturally unfolds. No control, no correction, just noticing. The quiet rise of the chest and the easy fall. With every exhale, your body releases just a little more. Muscles loosening, jaw unclenching, forehead smoothing. If you notice any tension, you don't need to push it away. Simply let your awareness rest beside it, like a calm presence saying, "It's okay. You can let go now." This space you are in, it is private, protected, undisturbed. Nothing can intrude here. Even the outside world seems to fade, as if the edges of the room are growing softer, less defined. Sound becomes distant. Thoughts become slower. You may notice a pleasant heaviness spreading through your body, or a gentle warmth, or perhaps a subtle lightness. However your body responds is exactly right. This is your nervous system remembering what safety feels like. A place where vigilance is no longer needed, where effort can dissolve. Here you don't have to hold yourself together. You don't have to be strong. You don't have to stay alert. You are allowed to rest deeply. Imagine now that this moment is wrapped in quiet, like being inside a soft cocoon, where the world pauses for you. Each breath deepens that sense of shelter. Each pause lengthens the feeling of calm. Your mind may drift between listening and dreaming, between awareness and softness. let that happen. This is the doorway to rest, the gentle threshold where waking effort begins to fade. You're doing everything exactly right, even if it doesn't feel like you're doing anything at all. In this safe space, your body knows how to heal. Your mind knows how to slow down. Your breath knows the rhythm of rest. And as we remain here together, with nothing to rush and nowhere to arrive, this calm foundation will quietly prepare you to move even deeper into a state of effortless, natural sleep. For now, simply stay, listening, breathing, resting. As you continue to rest here, there is something important that needs to be said and gently received. You may be tired in a way that sleep alone has not fixed. Not just physically, but deeply, quietly tired. The kind of tiredness that comes from carrying too much for too long. From staying strong when no one noticed. From staying alert when rest never quite felt safe. If that's true for you, there's nothing wrong with you. This exhaustion is not a failure. It is not weakness. It is not a lack of discipline or effort. It is a natural response to prolonged pressure. Your body has been working overtime. Your nervous system has been standing guard day after day, often without permission to stand down. Even now, as you lie here, some part of you may still be watching, listening for danger, ready to respond. And that's okay. That part of you learned to survive. It learned to stay awake when things felt uncertain. It learned to push forward when stopping didn't feel possible. You don't need to silence that part. You don't need to fight it tonight. We're simply letting it know that it doesn't have to work so hard anymore. You may have noticed before that the harder you try to sleep, the farther sleep seems to move away. That effort, that subtle pressure of, I need to fall asleep now, often keeps the nervous system on edge. So here, we are removing that expectation completely. You are not here to sleep. You are not here to relax perfectly. You are not here to achieve anything. You are here to rest in whatever way your system allows. If sleep comes, it comes. If it doesn't, this rest is still doing its work. Nothing is being wasted. Your body understands rest even without unconsciousness. Notice how relieving it feels to not have a goal, to not be trying. There is no performance here, no standard to meet, no finish line. Your only invitation is to stop bracing, to stop holding yourself together. Burnout doesn't always feel dramatic. Sometimes it feels numb, sometimes restless, sometimes like a low hum of exhaustion that never quite goes away. If you've been living in that space, constantly managing, adjusting, enduring, it makes sense that your system forgot how to fully stand down. So tonight, we are not forcing it. We are gently signaling safety. Safety through tone, through pacing, through permission. Your brain is always scanning. As long as it believes effort is required, it stays alert. So let this be the signal that effort is no longer needed. Nothing bad will happen if you stop monitoring. Nothing will fall apart if you loosen your grip. Imagine for a moment that the part of your brain responsible for survival is like a guard who's been on shift for too long, exhausted, overworked, doing its best. Tonight, you're not firing that guard. You're simply telling them they can sit down. They don't need to leave. They don't need to disappear. They just don't need to stand anymore. Feel how that message lands in your body, not as words, but as a subtle softening. Perhaps a deeper breath, perhaps a sense of sinking, perhaps nothing noticeable at all. All responses are welcome. There is no emergency right now. Your body is not behind. Your life is not collapsing. This moment is contained. Here, your nervous system is allowed to shift out of survival mode, out of doing, out of fixing, out of pushing, and into something quieter, something slower. The brain doesn't calm down when it's commanded to. It calms down when it feels understood. So let yourself be understood here. Yes, you are tired. Yes, it has been a lot. Yes, you've been holding more than most people realize, and still, you are safe in this moment. Nothing is being demanded of you. Each pause between my words is an invitation for your brain to stand down just a little more. Each slow breath is evidence that you're not in danger. You don't need to drop all vigilance at once. Even a small step away from survival is enough. Let your mind know it doesn't have to solve anything tonight. No reviewing, no planning, no rehearsing tomorrow. Those things can wait. Right now, your only task, if we can even call it that, is to allow yourself to be supported. And as that support settles in, as effort continues to dissolve, your system will naturally prepare to move deeper toward a quieter state, toward a slower rhythm, toward the kind of rest that doesn't require force. We will continue gently from here, following the body's own intelligence as it remembers how to let go, one layer at a time. As we move gently forward from here, there's nothing new you need to learn, nothing you need to remember, nothing you need to do correctly. We're simply allowing the body to return to a rhythm it already knows. Your breath has been with you all day, quietly, faithfully, even when you were tired, even when you were overwhelmed. It kept going. Now, we're inviting that breath to slow down, not through control, but through permission. There's no counting here, no holding, no technique to master, just a soft noticing. Become aware of the air as it enters your body, noticing where you feel it first. Perhaps at the tip of the nose, perhaps in the chest, perhaps lower, in the belly. Wherever your attention lands is exactly where it should be. Let the inhale arrive on its own, unforced, unrushed, and when it leaves, let it drift out slowly, as if it has all the time it needs. Each exhale is a message to the nervous system, a message that says, you don't have to hurry, you don't have to prepare, you don't have to brace. There's nothing coming that requires your immediate response. Feel how the body responds when the breath is allowed to deepen naturally. The chest softens, the belly gently expands and falls. Not pushed, not pulled, simply moving. If at any moment your breathing feels shallow or uneven or distracted, that's not a problem. There is no ideal breath. Every breath you take right now is already enough. Notice the subtle pause at the end of an exhale, that tiny moment where nothing happens, no air coming in, no air going out, just stillness. That pause is important. It's where the body remembers that it's safe to stop. You don't need to extend it. You don't need to hold it. Just notice that it exists. And then, naturally, the next inhale will come. As your breath slows, your heart begins to follow. Not because you're forcing calm, but because the body recognizes this familiar pattern, a pattern of rest. Imagine the breath like a gentle wave, rolling in and slowly receding. No sharp edges, no sudden movements, just a steady, soothing rhythm. With each wave, tension that you didn't even realize you were holding begins to loosen. Around the eyes, behind the ears, along the neck, areas that have been quietly working all day long. Let the jaw hang just a little heavier. Let the tongue rest easily in the mouth. As you breathe out, feel the shoulders melt downward, not all at once, but gradually. The breath doesn't need to go deeper. It only needs to go easier. Ease is what tells the nervous system that the environment is safe, that there is no threat here, that vigilance is no longer required. Your body has spent a long time responding to urgency, deadlines, noise, expectations. Now the breath is showing at a different pace, a slower conversation, one where nothing is demanded. You might notice that your thoughts begin to space out. That's not losing focus. That's the mind transitioning out of alertness. Let it happen. If the mind wanders, the breath will continue without you. It always does. And when your attention returns, it can gently rest on the next exhale. The long, easy letting go. Feel the air leaving the body as if it's carrying away residual tension. Not dramatically, not completely, just enough for now. Each breath out is a small surrender. You don't have to give everything up at once. Just this moment, just this layer. Notice how the body feels heavier now, more settled, more present. This heaviness isn't exhaustion. It's grounding. A sign that the muscles no longer need to hover in readiness. As the breath continues to slow itself, the nervous system receives consistent reassurance. Nothing bad is happening. Nothing needs to be fixed. Nothing is being asked of you. You may feel warmth spreading, or a gentle tingling, or simply a sense of quiet. All are signs that the body is leaving tension behind. Stay with the breath, not as an object to watch, but as a rhythm to be carried by. Like floating, supported, effortless. And as this steady breathing continues, it creates a bridge between wakefulness and deeper rest, between thinking and simply being. We won't cross that bridge all at once. We'll let the body move at its own pace, breath by breath, wave by wave, allowing tension to dissolve, not through effort, but through gentleness. And from this softened state, the body will be ready to sink even deeper into stillness, into heaviness, into rest. We'll continue slowly from here. As the breath continues in its own quiet rhythm, there is space now for something even deeper to unfold. Not through effort, not through intention, but through repetition. The nervous system learns through consistency, through gentle signals that arrive again and again without urgency. So we begin to offer it the simplest message of all. Right now, you are safe. There's no hidden meaning in those words, no condition attached. Right now, you are safe. Your body does not need to look ahead. It does not need to review the past. In this moment, nothing is threatening you. Nothing is chasing you. Nothing is required. Right now, you are safe. Let those words move through you at the same slow pace as the breath. Not as something to believe, but as something to feel. Safety is not an idea, it is a sensation. It lives in the softening of the muscles, in the slowing of the heart, in the quieting of internal alarms. And those alarms, they can stand down now. There is nothing you need to solve tonight. No decisions waiting to be made. No problems demanding answers. No conversations that must be replayed. Nothing needs to be resolved in the dark hours. Let that be true. There is nothing you need to resolve tonight. Your brain may still offer you reminders, thoughts that sound important, thoughts that say, "Don't forget this." Think about that. You don't need to push them away. Just let them know, gently, that tonight is not the time. They can return tomorrow when the sun is up and the body is rested. Right now, your only role is to receive. Right now, you are safe. The nervous system resets not when it is forced into calm, but when it experiences repeated moments of non-threat. So we repeat. Nothing bad is happening. Nothing bad is about to happen. Your body is lying down, supported, still. Your breath is slow. Your muscles are no longer bracing. These are all signals. Each one tells your brain, this moment is okay. Right now, you are safe. Notice how hearing that again changes the body, even subtly. Perhaps the shoulders drop a little more. Perhaps the breath lengthens. Perhaps the space behind the eyes softens. Or perhaps nothing obvious happens at all. Even then, the message is being received. Your nervous system listens even when the mind is quiet. There is no danger in letting go here. You are not losing control. You are returning it to the part of you that knows how to rest. There is nothing you need to fix tonight. Not yourself, not your life, not the past. Healing does not require nighttime effort. Rest is already enough. Let the repetition continue like a slow rhythm that the body can follow without thinking. Right now, you are safe. Nothing needs to be solved. Nothing needs to be planned. Tomorrow can wait. Your system has spent a long time anticipating the next demand, the next alert, the next responsibility. Now it is learning something new. It is learning what it feels like when there is no next thing, when this moment is complete as it is. Right now, you are safe. Notice how the body begins to trust that message. Not all at once, not dramatically. Trust arrives quietly, in the way the limbs feel heavier, in the way the breath feels smoother, in the way awareness starts to blur at the edges. This blurring is not losing consciousness. It is the nervous system powering down unnecessary systems. Energy that was once used to stay alert is now being conserved, stored, redirected. This is the reset, a gradual return to balance. There is nothing you need to do to make this happen. Just continue to allow the message to pass through you. Right now, you are safe. Nothing needs your attention in the middle of the night. The world can hold itself for a few hours. Your body has permission to rest deeply. Each repetition strengthens the signal. Each pause between words gives the nervous system time to integrate. Safety, stillness, no urgency. Right now, you are safe. And as this truth settles deeper, the boundary between wakefulness and sleep becomes thinner. Thoughts lose their sharpness. Images drift without meaning. The sense of trying dissolves. You are no longer preparing for rest. You are already in it. There is nothing to achieve, nothing to monitor, nothing to guard against. Just this steady reassurance echoing gently inside. Right now, you are safe. Nothing needs to be resolved tonight. Let that be the last thing your mind needs to hear. From here, we move naturally, without instruction, into a quieter, heavier state where the body can take over and do what it knows how to do best: rest. From this place of safety, where nothing needs your attention, we let awareness gently move through the body. Not to change anything, not to fix, only to notice and allow. There is no rush. Begin by bringing your attention to the top of your head. You don't need to visualize. You don't need to imagine light or energy. Just sense. Notice the scalp, the place where thoughts often gather, where effort once lived. If there is tension here, you don't need to release it. Just notice it and let gravity do the work. As if the weight of the head is being fully supported, the muscles there no longer need to hold. Slowly, let awareness drift down to the forehead, the skin across the brow, the space behind it. If the forehead feels tight, as if holding on to concentration, Invite it to soften, just a little, not completely, just enough. Let the eyebrows rest. Let the space between them widen. There is nothing to focus on anymore. Now bring attention to the eyes. The small muscles around them have worked all day, tracking, reading, watching, scanning. Allow the eyes to sink back as if they are gently floating in a warm, quiet pool. The eyelids become heavy, effortless. No need to see, no need to watch. The world can fade as. Let awareness move to the cheeks, the nose, the mouth. Notice the jaw. Often, it holds what words never got to say. Invite the jaw to hang slightly open, teeth no longer touching, tongue resting softly. No need to speak, no need to explain. From the face, let awareness slide down to the neck, the front of the throat, the sides, the back. This area often stays alert, ready to respond. Tonight, it can rest. Imagine the neck being gently lengthened, not stretched, just allowed. The head is heavy. The neck does not need to carry it alone. Now let attention flow into the shoulders. These are places of quiet burden, responsibilities, expectations, weight that was never meant to be carried non-stop. Notice the shoulders without judging them. If they feel lifted, tight, or uneven, that's okay. As you breathe out, allow them to drop a fraction of an inch, not all at once. Just enough to signal relief. Let them be wide, loose, unprotected. From the shoulders, awareness moves down the arms, upper arms, elbows, forearms. These muscles know effort. They reach, they hold, they brace. Tonight, they can be heavy. Feel the arms resting, fully supported by the surface beneath you. Nothing to carry, nothing to grip. Let awareness arrive at the hands, the palms, the fingers. Notice if they are curled, as if still holding on. There is nothing you need to keep a grip on now. Allow the fingers to uncurl naturally, hands becoming warm, loose, still. Now, bring attention to the center of the body. The chest rises and falls with each breath without instruction. Notice the heart area, not the beat, but the space around it. This place has felt a lot. Tonight, it doesn't need to process, just rest. Let awareness move to the belly, the place of instinct, of protection, of survival. As you breathe, feel the belly soften. No need to pull it in, no need to guard. Let it move freely. Each breath out tells the body, you are allowed to relax. Now let attention travel through the lower back, a place that often compensates, that supports without complaint. Notice the contact between your back and the surface beneath you. Let that surface take the weight now. You don't need to hold yourself up. From here, awareness flows into the hips, the joints, the muscles around them. These areas store tension quietly. Let them sink. Let gravity claim them. Nothing needs to be activated. Now bring attention down into the thighs. Large muscles, powerful muscles. They've carried you through days that required endurance. Tonight, they don't need strength. They need permission. Feel them grow heavy, dense, still. Let awareness move to the knees, often overlooked, always adapting. Allow them to soften. No direction, no effort. Down into the calves, muscles that balance, that stabilize. Let them rest. They don't need to keep you upright. Now, bring attention to the ankles, the feet, the toes. Notice the soles of the feet. Even though they are still, they remember movement. Invite them to be quiet. Toes uncurl, feet rest. The entire lower body is now heavy, supported, still. Take a moment to sense the body as a whole, from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Nothing is tense on purpose. Nothing is being held unnecessarily. If any area still holds on, that's okay. You don't need to revisit it. The body knows what to do next. This scanning is not a task completed. It is a permission given. Permission for the muscles to stop communicating urgency. Permission for the nervous system to sink deeper. And from this deeply softened body, sleep no longer feels distant. It is already close, already surrounding you, already beginning. We will allow it to continue without interruption, without instruction, as the body drifts naturally into deeper and deeper rest. As the body lies heavy and supported, there are a few places we visit now with special care. Not because they are a problem, not because they need to be fixed, but because these places have learned to protect you. They have been working quietly, sometimes for years, sometimes without your awareness. Tonight, we are not asking them to stop. We are simply letting them know they are no longer needed in the same way. We begin with the jaw. Bring your attention there again, but this time without any intention to change it. The jaw often tightens when words are held back, when emotions are managed, when strength is required. Notice how it feels right now. Is it clenched, resting, somewhere in between? Whatever you find is completely fine. You are not here to make it relax. You are here to give it permission to rest, if it wants to. Imagine the jaw as a loyal guard, always ready, always alert. Tonight, you are not dismissing that guard. You are simply letting them sit down. If the jaw softens even a fraction, that is enough. If it doesn't change at all, that is also enough. Nothing is wrong. Let your awareness stay here for a few slow breaths, without expectation. Now gently let attention move to the shoulders, noticing them from the inside. The shoulders often carry invisible weight, responsibility, readiness. The habit of being the one who holds everything together. You don't need to drop that weight, just notice that it's there. Notice how long the shoulders have been lifting, bracing, holding, as if waiting for the next demand. Tonight, there is no next demand. You may notice a subtle tremble or warmth, or nothing at all. All responses are welcome. Instead of telling the shoulders to relax, imagine offering them a choice. They don't have to stay lifted. They don't have to protect. They can keep holding, or they can let go a little. Either way, you are safe. If the shoulders lower on their own, let them. If they don't, let that be okay too. This is about trust, not force. Now let awareness drift to the chest, the center of emotion, of breath, of vigilance. This area often tightens to keep feelings contained, to stay functional, to keep going. Notice the space across the chest. Is it open, restricted, quiet? There is no correct experience. Place your attention here like a gentle hand, resting, not pressing. As you breathe, notice how the chest responds without instruction. You don't need to take deeper breaths. You don't need to expand. Just let the breath touch the chest in its own way. If there is a sense of holding here, acknowledge it. This holding once served a purpose. It helped you survive moments when softness wasn't an option. Tonight, softness is allowed, not required. Allowed. Now, let attention move down into the belly. This is a place where survival lives. Instinct, protection, the reflex to brace. Many people unconsciously hold the belly in as if guarding against impact. Notice how your belly feels right now. Is it tight, pulled in, still? There is no need to push it out, no need to control. Simply allow the belly to exist as it is. With each exhale, you might sense a gentle loosening, or you might not. Both are fine. The belly learns safety slowly. It does not respond to commands. It responds to consistency. So we offer it the same message again, without urgency. Nothing is coming. Nothing needs to be handled. Nothing requires bracing. You are allowed to have soft center. This does not make you weak. It makes you available to rest. Notice how these areas, jaw, shoulders, chest, belly, begin to communicate with each other. As one softens, another may follow. Or they may take turns. There is no sequence to follow. The body releases in its own order. What matters is that you are no longer fighting the tension. You are no longer trying to be different. You are allowing what has been held to decide when it is ready. This is how the survival mechanism unwinds. Not through effort, not through discipline, but through permission. Through repeated moments where nothing bad happens when you stop bracing. Let yourself rest inside that realization. You do not need to stay contracted to stay safe. Safety does not require tension. Strength does not require tightness. For a few moments, there is no role to play, no identity to maintain, just a body remembering how to exist without armor. If emotion surfaces, you don't need to name it. If nothing surfaces, that is equally fine. This work is happening below thought, below language, below intention. And as these long-held patterns begin to lose their grip, the body naturally grows heavier, more settled, more quiet. This is not collapse. It is release. A release that prepares the system for the deepest kind of rest. The kind where effort no longer follows you into sleep. We will remain here, allowing this unwinding to continue on its own. Nothing to add, nothing to guide, just permission and rest. As the body continues to rest without armor, there is another layer that can begin to soften now. Not in the muscles, not in the breath, but in the quiet weight of emotional effort. Much of your tiredness has not come from what you did, but from who you had to be. Roles you stepped into, masks you learned to wear, versions of yourself that stayed upright even when you were empty. Tonight, those roles are not needed. You don't have to be capable here. You don't have to be composed. You don't have to be strong. Strength has already done its work. For a long time, you may have carried the belief that letting go meant things would fall apart. That if you stopped holding everything together, something bad would happen. So you stayed alert, responsible, prepared. Even in rest, tonight, you are allowed to set that down. Not permanently, not forever, just for now. Imagine placing all your roles outside the room you're in, not throwing them away, just leaving them at the door. The one who fixes, the one who provides, the one who understands, the one who endures. They can wait. You are not abandoning them. You are resting from them. Notice how it feels to not be anyone in particular. No title, no obligation, no story to maintain. Just a person lying down, being supported. There is a quiet relief in that. Let it arrive without questioning it. Now, allow the idea of being strong to loosen its grip. Strength has many forms, but the one you've been using has required tension, holding emotions in check, staying functional, staying ahead. Tonight, strength is not required. Softness is safe here. You don't need to brace for impact. There is nothing to endure. If part of you feels uneasy about letting go of strength, acknowledge that gently. That part learned strength as a survival skill. Thank it, and let it rest too. Now, notice any expectations that may still be present. Expectations about progress, about healing, about how rest is supposed to look. You may have expected yourself to feel better by now, calmer, more settled. Let those expectations float away. There is no schedule for recovery. Your nervous system does not respond to deadlines. It responds to kindness. So tonight, there is no standard to meet. You don't need to rest correctly. You don't need to relax deeply enough. whatever is happening is enough. Allow that truth to settle in. Now, we come to something that has quietly shaped much of your inner pressure, this feeling of not being enough, not productive enough, not calm enough, not healed enough, not good enough. This feeling often lives beneath the surface, subtle but constant. It pushes, it tightens, it never quite lets you stop. Tonight, we are not arguing with it. We are not trying to replace it with positive thoughts. We are simply stepping out of the conversation. You do not need to prove anything to rest. You do not need to earn sleep. Right now, your worth is not being evaluated. There is no scorecard here. You are allowed to exist without measuring yourself. Notice how the body responds to that permission. Perhaps a deeper drop into the surface beneath you. Perhaps a sense of quiet behind the eyes. Perhaps nothing obvious. Even so, the message is landing. You are enough to be here. You are enough to rest. You are enough without effort. Let the mind release the habit of self-assessment. No checking, no comparing, no improving, just being. This is not giving up. This is standing down. Standing down from an inner battle that has been draining you for too long. As emotional effort fades, the body often responds with a deeper heaviness. A pleasant surrender. You may feel as if you're sinking slightly, as if the surface beneath you is becoming more supportive. Let that happen. There is nothing to hold yourself up for. You don't need to stay alert for anyone else. No one needs anything from you right now. The world will continue without your supervision. For these moments, you are released from responsibility, released from expectation, released from the need to be more than you are. And what remains when all of that falls away is something very simple. Breathing, being, resting. This simplicity is not emptiness. It is relief. A relief that allows the nervous system to finally settle into a deeper rhythm. From here, sleep does not need to be invited. It approaches naturally, drawn by the absence of effort. We will allow that process to continue on its own. Nothing to guide, nothing to add. Just space and rest. Now, as everything that once required effort has gently fallen away, there is a deeper truth your system is ready to experience. In this sleep, you do not need to become anyone. You do not need to improve. You do not need to arrive at a better version of yourself. You do not need to be calmer, wiser, or more healed. You are not being shaped here. You are being allowed. For much of your life, rest may have felt conditional. Something you earned after doing enough, after being enough, after meeting invisible standards. Even sleep may have felt like a task, something to succeed at. Tonight, that pattern ends. In this sleep, you are not a project. You are not a problem to solve. You are not a system to optimize. You are simply a body returning to its natural state when nothing is demanded. There is no role for you to play here, no performance, no self-monitoring, no inner manager watching to see if you are doing this right. That manager The one who plans, adjusts, improves, can step aside now. Not because it failed, but because it finally gets to rest. You don't need to control your breath. It already knows how to move. You don't need to control your thoughts. They are already slowing. You don't need to control the process. Your nervous system knows this path. Control was never the cure. It was the adaptation. An intelligent response to environments where rest did not feel safe unless everything was handled first. But here, nothing needs handling. Perfectionists often believe that letting go will lead to chaos. People pleasers often fear that rest will disappoint someone. So the system stays vigilant, helpful, tense. Tonight, those fears are not relevant. There is no one to please, no standard to meet, no outcome depending on you. This sleep asks nothing from you. You don't even need to try to sleep. Trying belongs to the waking world. Here you are allowed to drift. If thoughts appear, they don't require engagement. They can pass like distant sounds outside a closed window. You don't need to follow them. You don't need to finish them. Your value does not depend on your awareness right now. If awareness fades, that is not losing control. That is the system healing. Burnout doesn't heal through insight alone. It heals when the body learns, again and again, that nothing bad happens when you stop striving. This sleep is teaching that lesson without words, with heaviness, with slowness, with stillness. Notice how little is required of you now. Even listening is optional. You may drift in and out of sound, in and out of presence. That is not failure. That is repair. For perhaps the first time in a long while, you are allowed to exist without contributing, without being useful, without being impressive, without being available. Just existing is enough here. Perfection is not needed. Effort is not rewarded. Being is sufficient. Feel how the body responds to that. Freedom, how it sinks further, how the edges of awareness soften, how the sense of I should dissolves. There is no should in sleep. There is only allowing. You don't need to watch the process. You don't need to guide it. The deeper systems are already engaged. The ones that repair tissues, balance hormones, rewire stress patterns. They work best when the mind steps aside. So let it. If control tries to return, notice it kindly. Thank it for protecting you, and let it rest again. You are not giving anything up. You are returning something that was never meant to be carried forever. This is not collapse. It is recovery. A deep, intelligent recovery that begins when you stop trying to be someone, even in your dreams. There is nothing to think through, nothing to solve, nothing to rehearse. Sleep does not require understanding. It only requires permission, and that permission has already been given. From this place, sleep deepens naturally, not as an event, but as a continuation. Awareness becomes spacious, then vague, then unnecessary. The body takes over completely. You don't need to follow it. You don't need to know when it happens. It happens on its own. And as you sink into that state, burnout loosens its grip. Not because you fixed it, but because you stopped feeding it with effort. This is how healing begins. Quietly, gently, without becoming anyone at all. Now, there is nothing left to release, nothing left to understand, nothing left to allow. What remains is movement without effort, not movement through space, but movement away from wakefulness. You don't need to picture anything clearly. In fact, clarity is no longer useful here. Instead, let yourself notice a simple sensation, a sense of drifting, as if your body is no longer fully anchored to the idea of being awake, not floating upward, just gently unhooking. There is a subtle shift that happens at this edge, where the body stays still, but awareness begins to move. It may feel like slowly sinking into the surface beneath you, not falling fast, not disappearing, just sinking, millimeter by millimeter, without resistance. The surface does not give way. It receives you. You are not going anywhere unfamiliar. You are moving into a deeper layer of the same safety. If drifting feels more natural than sinking, let it drift, as if your awareness is being carried by a very slow current. No direction to follow, no destination, just motion without intention. If the sensation of falling appears, it is not a drop. It is a release, like letting go of the last thread holding you upright. The body understands this sensation. It remembers it from nights long ago, before effort, before responsibility, before the need to manage. You don't need to stay present for this. You don't need to notice when it deepens. The moment you stop checking, it happens. Awareness becomes less centered. Edges soften. Thoughts lose gravity. They don't stop. They simply stop pulling. You may notice that sounds feel farther away, or closer, or unreal. All of that is normal. The mind is no longer organizing experience. It is letting it blur. If images appear, they don't need meaning. If they dissolve, nothing is lost. This state does not require observation. It only requires that you do nothing to interrupt it. The feeling now is less like rest and more like absence of effort, as if the system has powered down everything non-essential. Muscles are quiet. Breath is automatic. Even the sense of I is growing thin. There is no danger in this. This is the doorway the body passes through every night. You don't fall asleep. You slide. You sink. You fade. And you don't need to know when it happens. The idea of time no longer applies here. Moments stretch, then dissolve. You may feel as if you are still listening, or as if you have already gone somewhere else. Both can be true. There is nothing you need to hold on to, nothing you need to remember, nothing waiting for you on the other side of this moment. Just a deeper quiet, a heavier stillness, a complete handing over to the body's natural rhythm. Let that rhythm take you, like sinking into warm water that perfectly matches your shape. No splash, no temperature change, just immersion. The last traces of effort fall away here. Even the desire to rest dissolves. And what remains is sleep. Not as an action, but as a state you arrive in without trying. There is no marker for it, no sign. One moment blends into the next, and then there is nothing to notice anymore. At this point, there is nothing more for you to do, not even listening. Your body already knows how to sleep. It learned long before words, long before instruction, long before effort. Sleep is not something you create. It is something the body returns to when nothing stands in the way. And right now, nothing is standing in the way. You don't need to stay with my voice. You don't need to follow the sounds. If you drift away, that is not missing anything. That is the point. Your body does not need the rest of this audio to do what it already knows. You are not meant to hear everything. You are meant to let go. Even now, your system may already be slipping into sleep. Moments of absence, small gaps, tiny blackouts of awareness. That is not distraction. That is transition. The brain is handing control back to the body. The body accepts without hesitation. You don't need to help it. You don't need to stay alert to get the benefit. The benefit happens when you stop participating. Listening is optional now. Awareness is optional. Effort is unnecessary. If the sound of my voice fades into the background, that means your nervous system has decided it is safe to go deeper. Trust that. You don't need to check whether you're asleep. You don't need to notice when it happens. Sleep does not announce itself. It arrives quietly, like a light being dimmed in another room. Your job, if there ever was one, is over. The body is taking over. Breathing continues. Heart rhythm steadies. Muscles remain soft. Systems that only work when you are unconscious are beginning to engage. Repair, rebalancing, release. This happens best when the mind steps out of the way. So let it. If you wake briefly later, you can return to this feeling without trying. Your body remembers. It always does. There is no requirement to stay present. No requirement to finish this section. You can leave at any time. In fact, the sooner you leave, the deeper the rest. Nothing here needs completion. Nothing here needs attention. The words are simply a bridge. You have already crossed it. Now, even the bridge can disappear. Sound may soften, or stretch, or vanish altogether. All of that is fine. The body is doing exactly what it needs to do. You may notice that you no longer care what comes next. That is a sign. Care dissolves right before sleep. Interest fades. Monitoring stops. The system closes its eyes from the inside. You don't need permission to go. You already have it. Sleep is not fragile. It does not require perfect conditions. It requires absence of resistance. And resistance has already fallen away. So if you leave now, in the middle of a sentence, in the middle of a breath, that is not early. That is exactly on time. There is nothing left to receive consciously. Everything important is already happening beneath awareness. The body knows how long to stay asleep, how deeply to rest, how to wake when it is ready. You do not need to manage any of that. Your job is not to stay. Your job is not to listen. Your job is not to understand. Your job is to disappear into rest. And you can do that at any moment. Now, or now, or now. There is no difference. Whenever you go, sleep will be there. Waiting, patient, effortless, and nothing more is required. Now, there is no need to listen closely. These words are not meant for the thinking mind. They are meant to pass quietly into the background, where the body is already resting. You do not need to repeat them. You do not need to agree with them. They can simply be present, like soft sounds, heard without attention. Long pause. The body is already doing its work. Another pause. The body is being gently repaired. Pause. Cells know what to do when nothing interrupts them. Longer pause. You do not need to help. Silence. The nervous system is resting now. Pause. Not alert, not bracing, not preparing. Long pause. Just resting. Silence. Signals of safety are moving through the system. Pause. No urgency, no demand, no effort. Long pause. The mind does not need to understand this. Silence. Healing does not require awareness. Pause. The body remembers how to restore balance. Long pause. Breath continues on its own. Heart rhythm finds its steady pace. Pause. Nothing is being rushed. Silence. Energy is slowly returning. Not all at once, not dramatically. Pause. In small, quiet increments. Long pause. There is no need to measure it. Silence. Rest is happening even if you are not aware of it. Pause, especially when you are not aware of it. Long pause. The system is powering down what is unnecessary. Silence. And redirecting resources to repair. Pause. This is natural. This is automatic. Long pause. You do not need to stay awake for this. Silence. You do not need to hear every word. Pause. If these words fade, that means they are working. Long pause. The body trusts the night. Silence. The night asks nothing. Pause. Healing is allowed to be quiet. Long pause. No fixing, no improving, no striving. Silence. Just returning to a baseline that existed before exhaustion. Pause. The nervous system is learning again what safety feels like. Long pause. Not through effort, silence, but through absence of threat. Pause. Energy returns when vigilance ends. Long pause. The body knows this. Silence. You do not need to believe anything. Pause. These affirmations are not instructions. Long pause. They are reminders for parts of you that do not use words. Silence. Repair continues, even as attention fades. Pause. Even as consciousness loosens. Long pause. Nothing more is required. Silence. Nothing more is expected. Pause. Nothing more is needed. Long pause. The body is healing. Silence. The nervous system is resting. Pause. Energy is finding its way back. Long pause. Slowly, gently, naturally. Silence. And you do not need to be here for any of it. You don't need to stay here anymore. The body is already asleep, or very close. My voice can begin to fade now. There is nothing more to listen for, nothing more to wait for. Pink noise remains, steady, even, unchanging, like a soft blanket of sound, holding the night together. You do not need to follow it. You do not need to notice it. It simply stays. So the nervous system does not need to listen for silence. Breathing continues. Slow, automatic. The body sinks a little deeper with each passing moment. Words are no longer important. They can dissolve one by one. Long pause. Pink noise stays. No meaning, no message, no instruction, just consistency. The brain relaxes into the sameness, no changes to track, no signals to interpret. Longer pause. The voice is now barely present, almost gone. Pink noise remains. Soft, full, balanced. Time stretches or disappears. It no longer matters. Sleep deepens without awareness. There is no ending to reach, no final sentence, only rest, continuing. Very long pause. Pink noise only. Nothing needs to conclude. There is no ending here, no signal for the mind to notice. The body has already let go of the idea that something must finish. Sound continues, unchanged, unremarkable. Pink noise stays exactly the same. No rise, no fall. Consistency without meaning. The nervous system prefers this. No transition to track, no cue to respond to. Breathing moves on its own. Awareness is no longer centered. It spreads, thins, loses edges. Words become less distinct, not important enough to follow. Long spaces appear naturally, not pauses, just absence. The brain does not label this. It does not ask what comes next. Sleep does not need an ending. It deepens in continuity. One moment does not replace another. They blend. Nothing announces itself. Nothing withdraws. The sound remains. The body remains. Time is not marked. No threshold is crossed. There is only ongoing rest.